Hey there, friends and enemies, JoPaWrites here again, and this week in Destiny 2 Iron Banner, I fell back in love with Blink Warlock. This thing is far too much fun right now, and I'm going to explain why it's better than ever in my personal opinion after some of the recent changes to Astrocyte Verse. So, the armor perk Move to Survive on Astrocyte Verse says, blink further and more frequently, weapon readies quickly out of blink, and radar remains up, provides a moderate benefit to the airborne effectiveness stat of all weapons. That's fine, it's not so bad, and before this, Blink Warlock was solid. It is a good way to confuse enemies when you are playing PvP, especially because you can kind of get in and out of danger pretty quickly. But what it doesn't say on this armor perk is that Astrocyte Verse actually got 2 additional adjustments that are going to make this thing so much better. So first off, when you use Blink, Astrocyte Verse now causes enemies near you to become volatile. This is massive and really comes into play when you're using certain weapons and perks, especially something like Repulsor Brace. I'll explain why in a second, but this really does wonders when you're jumping in and out of enemies quickly and really confusing them, getting them on the back foot, and really pushing them as much as possible. Then the second part of it, when using the Nova Warp Super, your Dark Blink movement ability does not cost super energy. Again, this is very nice because you can blink around the map and then get a lot more kills potentially as you're moving around quickly instead of using up your super because of the Dark Blink ability. So I like that change a lot, and it really makes Astrocyte Verse one of the better exotics for PvP right now in my personal opinion. But yeah, when you pair it with something like Repulsor Brace, defeating a void debuff target grants an overshield. This is going to allow you to have overshield pretty much all the time. You can jump into and out of enemies and then make a bunch of them volatile, especially when you're playing 6v6 like an Iron Banner and a bunch of enemies are near zones and stuff. You're able to make a good chunk of them volatile all at one time because the radius on it is actually really nice. I would highly recommend trying this out if you haven't yet because it is a ton of fun. As far as the build that I'm running, obviously I've got Nova Warp, we got Healing Rift, we got Blink, and then Pocket Singularity and Vortex Grenade. As far as the aspects go, Child of the Old Gods, again, this is going to help because the Void Soul weakens. That is going to lead me, when I get kills, to get an overshield with my Repulsor Brace as well. So that's very nice, and I like that combination quite a bit. And then Feed the Void, having Devour active all the time is also very nice. When Devour is active, Final Blows restore health and extend Devour, which is awesome. And so yeah, I'm going to try to clean up oftentimes with my Void abilities, if at all possible, in order to get Devour proc consistently. So yeah, this counts. Child of the Old God. Sometimes I'll even be able to get Child of the Old God kills after I do blink in, do some damage, and just immediately blink away. So I'm no longer in danger, but my Child of the Old Gods, my Void Soul is able to clean up that kill, and then I'm able to perpetuate that cycle. It's really nice. As far as the fragments, I'm running Cessation. This is going to, defeating volatile targets creates a Void Breach. Again, I'm going to be doing that consistently. Then we got Instability, defeating targets with grenades, grants volatile rounds. Then we've got Echo of Expulsion, Void ability, Final Blows cause target to explode, and then finally Echo of Remnants. So that's all stuff you can change around to kind of fit your playstyle. And the rest of the build, again, it doesn't really matter as far as what you run. Again, having something on like Repulsor Brace is very nice. I was using Wither Horde because it's hilarious and it's really effective in Fortress, but I know a lot of people hate Wither Horde. You can use a shotgun, you can use anything in the slot that you want. If you want to use a fusion rifle, same thing here. You could use something like Repulsor Brace on a fusion rifle and then kind of push from there. But overall, the playstyle is very fun, it's very fast, you're able to move around the map very quickly, and the amount of times you can blink is pretty crazy. Only if you're trying to spam it will there be a bit of a cooldown, so that's kind of the only downside, but even then it's not that long and you're still able to blink so frequently that enemies are going to have a hard time tracking you across the map as you're moving in and out of danger. So I like it. I think it's combination that a lot of people should be trying out at the very least. If you're not good with Blink Warlock, I wasn't at first either. It does take a little bit of practice, especially on some of the maps where there are frequent holes where you can jump off of. I've had that happen more than once for sure. But other than that, I think this is a build combination that is very effective. You don't even have to worry about your mods or anything like that. Just throw on Astrocyte Verse, Blink Warlock, and then also something with a repulsor brace, and just have a blast. It is very fun, and again, I highly recommend checking it out for everybody who might be interested in that playstyle. That's pretty much going to do it for this video, but I just wanted to tell everybody about Astrocyverse and how good it feels right now. I want more people to be trying new things in Destiny 2 PvP. For me, the biggest problem with Destiny 2 PvP at times is that people get stuck in their old favorite loadouts and they never want to change, and things get a bit boring. They stick with the meta and what's working the best for them instead of trying new things, and that's what I want people to do in PvP. I want you to try different things that you might have forgotten are better than they were previously, and it's something that I don't think happens enough. I think people are a bit boring, and yeah, I just want that to change. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, helps me out tremendously, shows you want to see more Destiny 2 content from me going forward. Go try out Astrocyverse, please. It is a absolute blast to use. My name is Jopa. I hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you all later.
Zone C lost. Opponent claimed Zone C. Two zones are yours. Zone B lost. Opponent claimed Zone B.